Hello folks, and welcome to the Daily Den. My kitchen, to be precise. No, not my kitchen, but the kitchen. And I am going to show you how I make meatloaf. Let's get this going. So, first off, you get 1 kilogram of lean ground beef. I've already separated the amount because it was way more than that in this package. And then in our mixing bowl, you crack 2 eggs. You make sure to not get any shell in there. Don't do it like that. Or actually, that didn't turn out too bad. Just put it in there. Oh. Yes, I washed my hands before, so don't worry. Yep. There we go. Shell's out. That one turned out much better, but it's still got a bit of shell in it because it's being annoying, folks. Very much so. Should have gotten the fork from the beginning to get the shell out. Nope. There we go. Wash my hands again. Very important to wash your hands anytime before and after you touch raw ingredients. Yes, and then after that, dry them. Okay, after that we are going to add some Clubhouse Meatloaf pre-mixed spices. Woo! It's kind of cheap. Has onion and garlic and salt and vegetable protein and corn and multitude of spices and herbs. Kind of cheap, but it's good. It tastes yummy. I like it. You add that in. Set that aside for the rest of the instructions. I am also going to add some secret random ketchup spice to our mix. Haven't tried this before, but this is usually how I cook. I just experiment with flavors and see how it turns out. So we add that in. I got this with a packet of chicken nuggets. I didn't actually try them, or try it. And then we add a bit of salt-free steak spice, which is also from Clubhouse. It is dehydrated vegetables like garlic, onion, red bell pepper, toasted onion. Spices contains mustard, black pepper, red pepper, sunflower oil, citric acid, and natural flavors, meaning it's a mystery to everyone. So we just put a bit of that in there instead of salt and pepper. And the last ingredient that we go and mix in is a 1/2 cup of milk. I don't know if you can see the inside of my bowl. I guess I can tilt it to show you. Go and make this into a disgusting brown slurry. Mix them all together. All of it. It's going to look disgusting, but it's going to make it really yummy. Oh, it's turning red. And mix it till it's, until it's actually mixed. And then here comes the first part. You're going to take your meat and we're just going to plop it in all at once. Or in parts. I wanted to do it all at once, but it just did not like it. Well, maybe I can save this. All at once. And if you don't like getting your hands messy, I would suggest finding rubber gloves, maybe medical gloves or something. Give our hands a nice rinse, because this is going to be cold. And we go and we mix all of this together. make sure it covers everything, flipping it once in a while. This is going to be yummy. You might find some gooey parts, but that's to be expected. And you mix and you mix and you mix and you mix. And oh boy, that is cold. Very cold. I think I actually forgot something, but this is a good time to fix that. Normally, it says breadcrumbs, and that is why it was so goopy. Don't forget your breadcrumbs. But I like to use crispy onions. From French's, I guess, because they're actually crispy. So we're going to go and add that in right now. If you don't have this in your supermarket or you just don't like onions, then you can use crackers or breadcrumbs. I like a lot, so I'm going to put 2 handfuls in. Yum yum. And I'm going to go and mix this up again, making sure that these breadcrumbs, or I guess onions, actually get all over in it. That should help make it not as squishy or mushy as before. Also, onions are just really good additive. Actually, I think I'll add some more. I want a bit more onion. Yeah, I guess just pour it till your heart's content. I mean, this is a fairly basic recipe. And very easy to customize it till your heart's content. That's about a good amount of mixing. At this point, you should probably have your oven set to 350 degrees to preheat. But me being me, I was dumb and didn't do that. And I'm also cooking mashed potatoes at the same time, as shepherd's pie will also be made. So let's see, bake 350. I'll get that preheated. Let the machine do its own self. Now, there's 2 ways we can do this. I am very thankful that I have an actual meatloaf tray, which has a strainer. Otherwise, it's going to get incredibly greasy when you're cooking it. So, I would suggest probably putting it on a pan. Like you mold it with the pan, and then you flip it over on a baking sheet with paper. Parchment paper, that's what it's called, parchment paper. And make a nice little castle with it. But in this case, since we have a good amount, and this pan seems to be very well, so first, what I'm going to do, wow, this is really soupy. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill it halfway. Watch it. And I do a layer of ketchup on there. Or cheese. I've done cheddar before. Cheddar's good. You know, that's why you do cheeseburgers. But what we are going to do, we have some marinara sauce from pizza. You know, when you order pizza or something and you're like, I want your marinara slice, you put a little layer of your spices on. And then we're going to take this marinara, plop it on. Oh yeah, it's going to be like pizza. I should have got a spoon. I am not the greatest chef, as you can tell. But my food is tasty, and that's what's important. So we get a spoon, like so. the teaspoon, not the tablespoon. Well, you could use a tablespoon too. Get all of this out. And let's just spread it across. Think of it like making a cake, but it's meat. It's a meat cake, and this is your middle layer. Okay, so that is done. Now we're going to put the rest on. Hopefully make a straight layer. Yeah, we got a layer out of this. Come on, you can do it. And this is going to be your fancy layer presentation. Most of the time you put extra crackers or, you know, tomato sauces and all that. But I'm just going to do another repeat. It will be another marinara sauce from the pizza. This is Heinz brand, but I'm sure whatever you get will be just as good. Go, and we just plop it in like so. Make it nice and spreadable. The stuff's already quite tomatoey, so I'm not going to go too much. Make it nice and flatten out. Make it nice. Just make it nice. You know, it's going to be messy and again, more spices. This is just for more presentation. A little bit more than your middle layer. Shake it a bit. So that's a flat layer. Didn't really do the job. Okay, and at this point, your oven should be preheated. 350. And no, I think we're good. We're just gonna go and slide it in. If you're worried about overspill, because that is a possibility, don't be afraid of putting a cookie sheet on the tray below. You know, cookie sheet, one of these. Don't be afraid of putting that underneath. Just to catch the grease. I don't think I'm going to need one. Actually, yeah. I have faith I am not going to need one. So, but that is generally how I would make meatloaf. Oh, I never said for how long. Keep it in the oven, check it every 30 minutes until it's as brown as you want. It normally takes an hour, hour and a half. You know, woo, super. Okay, so after 30 minutes, this is what it looks like. Still looks good, but we still got a lot more to do. So let's put on the timer for another 30 minutes. Come on. 3, 0, 0, 0. Start. And we'll check it again in 30 minutes. Okay, we're an hour in, and let's check this out. Oh, that looks lovely. Okay, let's take it out and see how it looks. Gotta find gloves first. There we go. 1, 2. I'm just putting the phone down for a second, so enjoy the black. Don't forget to turn off your oven. And there we go. That's what it looks like. Now let's take it out and put it on a plate. I guess I should have done that first. So just give me 1 second. Oh yes. Okay. Yeah, that looks really good. Good. And as you see, because of this tray, we, not so greasy. So let's cut inside. I'll show you how good this looks. There we go. And that is what I call a good meatloaf. Well, I hope that you enjoyed watching me making this, and I will be cooking some things later on, but not relatively soon. But if you want to watch more of my stuff, go ahead. And if you like it, just please like and subscribe. And ring the bell to make sure that you get notifications. Okay, adios.